I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pick and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. For me, I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pick and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. For me, I'm all pro.
All Pro Wrestling faithful, welcome to another exciting edition of Gym Wars. This is Shane STOLI here, joined in the broadcast booth today by my newest colleague, PURDOM.
Hello everybody, I am so excited to be here at All Pro Wrestling. We've got a huge six-man tag team match. The Carnival of Shadows takes on Tenchismo, the Texas Hangman Dalton Frost, and don't forget their partner, Mr. Wrestling number 4.
The unknown factor is the newest member of the Carnival of Shadows, Sledge. And of course, we've got the main event. A new Universal Heavyweight Champion is going to be crowned here today as Timothy Thatcher, Jeckles the Jester, AJ Kirsch, and Dylan Drake vie for that vacated Universal Heavyweight Championship. Right now, we're going to go right down to the ring in action as the Carnival of Shadows gets set to make their way to the ring. So JJ, being new here to All Pro Wrestling, tell me your thoughts on the Carnival of Shadows.
There's very little known in my book as far as what's going on with this new guy. I know Corvus. I'm very concerned about the darkness inside of this young man. And of course, Omega, we know, darkness. But what is it about this new guy? I mean, he's huge. Have you seen the size of him?
I've seen the pictures. I haven't seen him in action yet. I'm looking forward today to getting a chance to see him in action, and I think that this is the Carnival of Shadows putting the world on notice that even after Blackwell left, the Carnival of Shadows has bounced back better than ever before.
To the ring first at a combined weight of 656 pounds with darkness, Corvus, Omega, and the newest member of the Carnival of Shadows, Sledge.
And you hear the APW faithful right now voicing their feelings right now on the Carnival of Shadows.
Absolutely. This Sledge, the newest member of the Carnival of Shadows, is an absolute beast. Omega looking more and more impressive in the ring every week. I don't know what Corvus has done to light a fire under this guy, but it's disturbing. And of course, Corvus, the puppet master, the mastermind behind the Carnival of Shadows. But here comes Team All Pro Wrestling, Mr. Wrestling number 4, Dalton Frost, and Tenchismo. I'm interested to find out what this Tenchismo has to offer, although he does look familiar.
Well, absolutely. I'm going to tell you right now, this group is a ragtag group put together, but if anybody can beat the Carnival of Shadows, it's these 3 men.
No doubt about it. With a salty veteran like Mr. Wrestling number 4 at the forefront, you've got a team that is going to be difficult to stop. Mr. Wrestling number 4 is the master of the mind game when it comes to wrestling action here in All Pro Wrestling.
And their opponents making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 684 pounds, the team of Tenchismo, the Hangman, Dalton Frost, and Mr. Wrestling number 4.
This 6-man is actually measured up really well in size. I mean, you've got one large man on either side, and I got to tell you, it's a toss-up. If I was to be a betting man, I have no idea who I put my money on.
Well, I would have to say I would go with the Carnival of Shadows just because, honestly, they don't care if they win or lose. They've stated numerous times they don't care. They're not interested in the win-loss record. They're just out there to hurt people. And with a mindset like that, you've got to think that they're far more dangerous than any one member of the All Pro Wrestling team here today.
I know another person who doesn't like to lose is Hangman Dalton Frost. I'll tell you what, he's put a lot of W's in the win column, but don't make him mad.
Well, Dalton Frost is really a man without a country right now. Of course, just a few weeks ago, his tag team partner in the Sons of Texas won the Universal Heavyweight Championship and then immediately had to vacate it when he announced that he was leaving All Pro Wrestling because he had signed a contract with WWE.
What a huge coup for the WWE to pick up Jody Kristofferson. What an amazing talent that was bred right here at All Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely. We miss Jody every day already. It's sad to see him go, but it couldn't be under any happier circumstances, that's for sure. The ref is now checking the Carnival of Shadows Boy, you really got to check those guys twice, especially with the amount of gear and clothes that Kid Omega and Corvus wear to the ring. They've got so many different places where they can hide a weapon. JJ, I would check them twice.
Absolutely. I don't know if I'd want to put my hands on them. I don't think I have enough hand sanitizer in Hall of Hayward to be able to touch one of those men. I'll just say that.
Now checking Mr. Wrestling number 4. The referee giving the final instructions, trying to get this match started. I'm really interested to see what this Sledge can do. I mean, I've known Omega for years. Their bell that signals the start of the match. Corvus and Omega discussing who's going to start. We've got Omega starting off with Tenchismo. These guys used to be tag team partners, I think. No, maybe not. That guy, he looks so familiar.
He does look familiar, I'll give you that. But Tenchismo trying to get the APW faithful behind him, and that's not going to be a problem when it faced across from the Carnival of Shadows.
I think that the faithful would get behind Matt Thial if he was on the other side of the ring from the Carnival of Shadows.
That's, I don't know about that. Arm drag takedown, Tenchismo. Omega goes for a right hand.
Blocked. Tenchismo up. Reverses it into another arm drag.
Nice agility. Duck under clothesline and up in the air. Oh, the head scissors takeover.
Nice head scissors by Tenchismo has got Omega groggy.
He's got him in the wrong corner right now. Look at that. Oh, wait, and everybody tagging, and Mr. Wrestling number 4 comes in.
Mr. Wrestling 4, one of the most popular wrestlers here in All Pro Wrestling, firing in on Omega as the fans chant 4.
You can hear the foreheads going crazy in the crowd. Oh!
Big butt bump by Mr. Wrestling number 4 sends Omega scurrying back to the corner in the comfort of the Carnival.
And a tag, and here comes the mastermind of the Carnival Shadows, Corvus.
Corvus, one of the most innovative men to come through All Pro Wrestling in quite some time. I'd have to go back to Vinny Massaro is somebody that Corvus reminds me of with his innovation in the ring.
And a forearm shot, I'd have to agree. Look at Corvus right now all over Mr. Wrestling number 4. He's choking the referee, giving him that count in the corner, and he's able to break before the disqualification.
No innovation there, just a nice, simple Greco-Roman chokehold there on Mr. Wrestling number 4. Fires him into the turnbuckle.
Follows it up and gets a face full of boot. Oh, and a double axe handle, and down goes Corvus. Wrestling with the cover.
Former internet champion in Mr. Wrestling number 4, taking on a former Young Lions Cup champion in Corvus. Fires him off again.
Oh, and nobody home. And another butt bump by Mr. Wrestling number 4. Goes for the cradle. 1, 2.
Fans, we got to go to commercial. We will be right back.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include the Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Back in the APW garage, we got a face-off between Big Sledge and Dalton Frost.
Back during the commercial, the Carnival of Shadows continued their dominance of Team APW, but that looks to change right now as the two big men of the team square off. Big body slam by Dalton Frost,
Frost picking him up like a big sack of potatoes, and Sledge is no small man.
Dalton Frost, if anybody can match toe-to-toe with the Carnival of Shadows, it's Dalton Frost, because he likes to hurt people just as much as they do.
Just stomping all over Sledge, and there you heard that big coming out of that bear of a man, and a tag to Tenchismo.
Tenchismo coming in. Just the real unknown factor for Team APW is I think this is the first time we've seen him here in All Pro Wrestling.
Tenchismo with an Irish whip, and now rushes into the corner, follows it up with a clothesline. And just all over the big man. This is what he's got to do. He's got to hold him down with all the speed. That's what's going to be the advantage for Tenchismo. Duck under clothesline. Oh, and a big one, nearly decapitating Tenchismo.
Ripped his head right off. Sledge showing his vicious side. Was going to say that big splash in the corner is an odd move for a high flyer like Tenchismo, but I guess that's one thing you do to keep your opponents off guard, JJ.
Absolutely, and a kick from Corvus right now. Again, that mastermind. This guy is twisted.
Corvus definitely taking his anger and frustration with the All Pro Wrestling fans out on Tenchismo. Another big clubbing forearm to the back. Tenchismo in a world of hurt here.
You know, the thing that I don't understand is where's the anger coming from? I mean, who's he mad at? Himself, his mommy, his daddy? This guy is just wrong.
He's mad at everything and everybody. There's no reason. He just hates everything in the world.
But it can't be said that he can't wrestle, because the man can wrestle.
Double senton by Omega and Corvus. 1, 2, and...
Omega nearly getting the pinfall on Tenchismo.
I have to tell you that Omega has been switching up his style the last few months. He's been gaining speed and agility and focusing on some of the stuff that he used to do back when he was Kid Omega, and it's really confusing his opponents.
A big kick. Omega in charge right now. I'll tell you what, I don't recommend this to most people, but I think this young man needs to be on some kind of medication.
I don't know. I have to say that I really am impressed.
No, standing moonsault, nicely done.
2 count only. Mr. Wrestling number 4 in to interfere. I honestly can have to say I like the more aggressive Omega. I mean, Kid Omega was fun. You know, the pantomime door was fun, but this aggressive, angry Kid Omega is absolutely just impresses me more and more every time I see him.
A side headlock by Tenchismo, and he's able to, by Corvus, and able to shoot Corvus into the turnbuckles, and this is the moment. Both men trying to reach the corner to their respective tag team partners. A tag, and here comes Omega back. Oh, and he gets caught by Dalton Frost. And another one for Sledge. Oh, he's taking a house of fire on everybody.
Dalton Frost cleaning house. The Carnival of Shadows clearing out. Oh, but Sledge.
He just caught him in the air, Shane. Big slam.
This could be it. Dalton goes for the pin. This is a mistake. Dalton Frost needs to go for the... Oh, Mr. Wrestling 4 catches Omega and Corvus sneaking in the back door.
Ooh, only a 2 count. I could have swore that was it.
So close, so close. Dalton Frost tagging in Tenchismo and opening Sledge up for something crazy here. Oh!
Those martial arts kicks right to the ribs of Sledge from Tenchismo. Oh, he caught him! He caught Dalton Frost right in the mouth!
Sledge got out of the way. Tenchismo catches Frost, and now Tenchismo is in a bad way here.
Oh, man, and Sledge just drove him into the mat. And the Carnival of Shadows have picked up a victory this week on Gym Wars, Shane.
And the winners by pinfall in 6 minutes and 39 seconds, Sledge, Omega, and Corvus, the Carnival of Shadows.
A big win for the Carnival of Shadows. Not that they would care, JJ. They're just happy that they got the opportunity to hurt somebody.
Able to pick up an impressive victory as these 3 men, and I guess welcome to All Pro Wrestling, Sledge.
Dalton Frost is looking upset.
Again, that goes back to what I was saying a little earlier on. He's a guy who doesn't like to lose. He's used to picking up wins. And he's taking it out on Tenchismo.
This goes back to his days as the association when it was every man for himself and every man out for everybody. But now he's taking it out on his tag team partner.
And look, Mr. Wrestling number 4 trying to be the voice of reason right now.
Mr. Wrestling, the one of the leaders here at all, that many consider one of the leaders here at All Pro Wrestling, trying to let cooler heads prevail in this very, very tense moment between Tenchismo and Dalton Frost.
Now we're about to see some fireworks here if somebody doesn't cool off Dalton Frost right away. There we go. I think that he's got it calm now.
Mr. Wrestling number 4 playing therapist to this couple here of Tenchismo and Dalton Frost. It looks like they've come to an agreement. That's always good to see.
Well, maybe we'll see them again in action here on All Pro Wrestling. But tonight, Carnival of Shadows pick up the victory. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and folks, we'll be right back.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
APW faithful Stephen Lawrence here with this week's news break. Exciting news out of the office of Commissioner Larry Blackwell. Action Zone Wrestling out of Hawaii is just an open challenge to any independent wrestling promotion, and it is our All Pro Wrestling, APW, that has accepted that challenge. There'll be more exciting news about the specifics next week. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look back at last week's Internet Championship match between the challenger, Billy Blade, and champion, Colt Cabana. After the match, a vicious attack at the hands of Rick Luxury.
Why aren't I having the greatest time of my life? Because I should be. It's a great victory over Billy Blade, a guy who's been all around the world. And I know, because I also have been around the world, thanks to this guy, my Worldwide Internet Championship. Have a good time, be the best that I could possibly be, usually pull myself out of victory, and then I go home to Chicago and I have the time of my life. So why aren't I happy? Why aren't I having the time of my life? And you know it's you, Rick. You know it's you, Luxury and Marcus Mack. What are you so mad about? That you have to come in and spoil the party that we were having here in the garage, the good times that everybody was having, probably even Billy, because he got to step in the ring with Colt Cabana. Wink. Rick, I get it. You got a chip on your shoulder, and that chip isn't this guy, the gold, the Worldwide Internet Championship. I don't know what it is. And I'm sorry that you're not happy. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I can't do psychology on you. I can't read into your mind. I feel bad for you. But the time I'm going to feel the most bad for you, when I'll put the title on the line, what you've been asking for, I'll give you your rematch, and I'm going to feel bad that you're going to get in the ring with me, and I'm not going to be smiling. I'm not going to be happy with a grudge. And you don't want to get me mad because I'm bad when I'm happy. So just imagine when I'm pissed off.
Colt Cabana, Mr. Boom Boom, welcome back to the garage. I see you had a successful title defense. Too bad we stepped in, Rick.
You see, Colt Cabana, APW faithful, do you think for 1 second I was gonna let Billy Blade get a chance to walk away the internet champion? You must be out your mind. Because you see, Colt Cabana, revenge is a dish best well served cold. And that's exactly how I wanted to leave you, with your title in hand, laid out cold in the center of that ring in the APW garage, so that next week I could come and take back what is rightfully mine. Marcus Mack, tell the people what that is.
Colt Cabana, you was laid out cold and we're coming back to collect our gold. You're looking at the real Worldwide Internet Champion, wrestling personified,
Rick Luxury.
Check it out. Worldwide Internet Champion. Look at it, gold around my shoulder. Look at me, look at me. Just a bum's t-shirt. That's a champion? That's a champion of the world? This is the internet. This is the Internet Championship. You know, when the big boom of the dot-coms hit and everybody was getting rich, there was just these nerds on computers making millions of dollars in flip-flops and ripped t-shirts. Are you going to say that they weren't millionaires, they weren't geniuses, they weren't the best at what they do? I don't need a six-piece suit by any means to say that I am the best at what I can do. I don't need to have jet black hair and a car and women around me and all that. No, we are a modern age of the internet. We are the children of the internet, and I am the champion of the internet. So I'm not here to impress. Now, judge me all you want. I will tell you, though, next week, Luxury, you watch your Internet Championship, and you have your fake internet. I don't remember what the fake internet was. Was that Prodigy? Is that like the fake internet? Is that what you are compared to my Silicon Valley? Luxury. I get it. You think you're a star, and you are. You're great, man. But I'm the new era, man. I'm the new era of what it is in professional wrestling. It's not limos. It's not big budget movies. It's guys who do what they do and travel around the world and carry this all around, and it can be seen on the internet. And next week, they're all going to see you on the internet, losing once again to Colt Cabana, proving why I am their best at what I do. Sorry, punk, stealing your catch lines.
We just heard from both participants in next week's main event for the Worldwide Internet Championship. But right now, folks, I'm excited because the main event of this week's show for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship is an elimination four-way match. Jeckles AJ Kirsch, Timothy Thatcher, Dylan Drake are going to get it on.
Welcome back, APW faithful. It is main event time here on Gym Wars today as we get set to crown a new Universal Heavyweight Champion.
It's going to be decided in a fatal four-way match, an elimination match involving this man, a former three-time Universal Heavyweight Champion, Jeckles.
Speaking of former Universal Heavyweight Champions, 3 of the 4 men in today's main event have been the Universal Heavyweight Champion at one point or another, JJ. And normally you would think that gives them a distinct advantage, but when that man is AJ Kirsch, you have to think that the hunger, the desire, and the drive that man has displayed of late gives him a distinct advantage over men that have held the title before and makes him one of the top contenders to win this match today.
Kirsch is absolutely hungry for it. I don't think I've ever seen a young man want it more than AJ Kirsch, and if anybody can do it, he can.
And a former champion, of course, in his own right, one of the longest reigning, if not the longest reigning, if memory serves, tag team champion, is one half of Ego with Nate Rules and, of course, their manager, Johnny LaRocca. But look at Jeckles. I'm not 100% sure that he's aware that he's in a Universal Heavyweight Championship match today.
I'm not sure that he's 100% sure of anything. This guy is sicker than Corvus. I mean, the Carnival of Shadows is a bunch of twisted freaks, and this guy is known as the Freak for a reason. He's accompanied, of course, by Darkness, and she's not going to win any beauty contest, let me tell you.
Of course, Jeckles has been gaining quite a reputation as of late for putting people out of All Pro Wrestling. Of course, with Oliver John, he ran him out of here, and Larry Blackwell recently as well. But now here comes the first opponent, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
Thatcher, no stranger to the gold. Of course, he just recently came back from England. He's made several trips to his home country, and he is one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the history of All Pro Wrestling, if you don't mind me saying.
Absolutely. I mean, when you get an endorsement like that from none other than the godfather of All Pro Wrestling, Roland Alexander, calling him pound for pound one of the best wrestlers in All Pro Wrestling, I mean, you can't get much better accolades than that, JJ.
Absolutely. And you see, I love how he always wipes his feet. He has such respect for that ring. That ring is his playground. When I asked him backstage a few weeks ago at the garage, he said that he has so much respect for stepping foot inside of an APW ring that he has to wipe his feet to not take filth inside.
And now, here comes the man himself, AJ Kirsch, one of the competitors from WWE Tough Enough, and now he a former All Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion, and now he's looking to claim his first chance at All Pro Wrestling Singles Gold. This is going to be an interesting match when AJ Kirsch is involved.
Could this be the day that AJ Kirsch reaches his destiny and becomes the Universal Heavyweight Champion? We're going to find out in just a little bit, but he's got 3 huge opponents. It's not just one-on-one. That's the factor. It's not just AJ Kirsch against one man. He's got to beat 3 other men.
Absolutely. This is the 4 best men in All Pro Wrestling today. And AJ Kirsch, Timothy Thatcher, Jeckles, and Dylan Drake. Absolutely 4 amazing competitors getting ready to step in the ring and square off here. And here comes the final competitor, Dylan Drake, getting ready to make his way to the ring.
There's a reason they call him the Golden Boy. Dylan Drake, what an amazing young man who's held the Universal Heavyweight Championship on a couple of occasions. He'd like nothing more to get right back into that hunt tonight.
Absolutely. This is just a rocket ship to the top for Dylan Drake. Just coming off of that vicious feud with Matthew Thiel and Perry Von Vicious, where he made Matthew Thiel wear a chicken suit. It was awesome.
I gotta admit, I did watch that, and then I rewound it and I watched it again. I did that a couple of different times. But let's not go talking about Matthew Thiel. This is the main event. This is for the vacant Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Dylan Drake, definitely a fan favorite here today. They are certainly behind the Golden Boy here this morning.
Absolutely.
Now let's hear the announcements from our ring announcer, Donovan Troy.
The following contest is the 4-way elimination match. And it's for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. This match has a 30-minute time limit. Referee for this contest, Toby Toby Reynolds. Introducing first in the black and the purple, with darkness, from Carnival, weighing 240 pounds, he is a former Universal Heavyweight Champion and a member of the Carnival of Shadows, Jeckles. And his opponent, wearing the blue to my left, from London, England, weighing in at 16 stone, he is a former Internet Champion and a former Universal Heavyweight Champion. He is the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher. And their opponent, to the back right, wearing brown and black, from San Francisco, California, weighing 224 pounds, he is a former tag team champion, AJ Kirsch. And their opponent, to my back left, wearing the gold and the blue, from San Francisco, California, weighing 223 pounds, he is a former Universal Heavyweight Champion, Dylan Drake. This match has eliminations, which will occur by pinfall and submission. There will be only one winner and one champion.
Welcome back, fans, and that's what it's all about, the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship.
The most prestigious title in Northern California today.
I'm going to go you one bit right. I believe that's the most prestigious title in all of California.
Has a lineage going back farther than any other title in the state today, and all four men are set to square off. This should be interesting. It's a different format than what we're used to here on All Pro Wrestling. We don't see a lot of three-way and four-way matches, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Jeckles goes right to work. Oh wait, Jeckles, he gets a punch from forearms from everybody.
Poor Jeckles, no love from from the guys in the ring there.
Well, the man who's most recently held the championship in the ring is Jeckles, and they're going right to work on putting him out of the match.
There has been a little bit of controversy as of late. Oh, look! Dylan and AJ caught him. He wasn't able to get out of the ring.
Ooh!
Big European uppercut by Thatcher.
Using the ropes for leverage and just shoots himself into the face of Jeckles. And Jeckles could be out of this match already.
Quick roll up by Dylan. 1, 2.
Thatcher almost eliminated AJ Kirsch with a roll up of his own.
Yo, Dylan kicks out. Oh, now here comes Thatcher. 1, 2.
You got to enjoy the fact that all of these men are right away going for the pin, because that's what it's about. Eliminate one of your opponents, and then you have one less man to have to beat.
This is going to be a hard-fought match for sure, with four of the biggest competitors in All Pro Wrestling. Tim fired off.
Oh, a little teamwork right now, and Jeckles drags Thatcher out to the outside.
Dylan and AJ Kirsch square off in the ring. AJ letting him know that he wants that Universal Heavyweight title.
A little nose-to-nose jawing back and forth. Oh, wait. AJ Kirsch able to stand right in the face of Dylan Drake. Oh, and a big slap. How disrespectful.
European uppercut on the outside by Timothy Thatcher. Poor Jeckles not even able to get his bearings in this match so far.
Inside the ring at a forearm and then a go behind, and Dylan Drake able to take Kirsch down. Drops the elbow right across the small of the back.
You can really tell that the advantage that the All Pro Wrestling boot camp students like Dylan Drake have over guys from outside from the company is those amateur skills that we teach in the All Pro Wrestling boot camp.
Absolutely. He's got all of those amateur skills down. Anyway, Kirsch able to push off on Dylan Drake. Don't count Kirsch out of this thing yet, Shane.
Oh, no, it's far too early to count a competitor like AJ Kirsch out of this match. Vicious chop to Dylan Drake. AJ stalking him around the ring. Timothy Thatcher and Jeckles still going at it on the outside.
At a sidewalk slam right now. Dylan Drake, is he going to go for the cover inside the ring? And a 2. And referee Toby Reynolds right in position.
Jeckles wailing away on Timothy Thatcher, finally taking over on the outside. vicious backbreaker by Dylan Drake, setting up early for that beta breaker submission hold of his. Only a 2 count by referee Toby.
That's what you have to respect about Dylan Drake, is that right away he's going to work trying to set up for his finisher.
He has he has designed his entire game plan around the beta breaker. Many think that that's a good way to go, but I think that that could be a mistake because people learn to expect those types of attacks.
Now, Dylan Drake is an amazing wrestler, but right now he is brawling with AJ Kirsch inside of the ring. And that's how bad he wants it, Shane.
Darkness getting a piece of Timothy Thatcher on the outside of the ring, biting into his forehead, while Dylan Drake lays those shoulders into the gut of AJ. Oh! AJ and Jeckles collide. Big drop kick by Dylan Drake.
Drake with a German suplex. Oh! And releases it at the last moment. And Thatcher now one of his own. German suplex from Tim Thatcher.
This is a 3-man assault on Jeckles. There's no way to even question that. Sleeper hold by AJ Kirsch, trying to take Dylan Drake out of the game early.
And Dylan Drake able to drive the weight of AJ Kirsch into the back, but he's able to clamp back onto that sleeper hold. Toby Reynolds, our referee today, has his work cut out for him with all 4 of these men and all the action that's going on.
This has got to be tough. Both men were in the ropes. Toby trying to administer 2 5 counts to break the holds. I don't envy Toby in this match today.
Right now, Dylan Drake drives the elbow right across the back of the neck of AJ Kirsch, while on the other side of the ring, Tim Thatcher
tying Jeckles up in knots. No way for Jeckles to defend against the offense of Timothy Thatcher right here. And a vicious clothesline by AJ Kirsch takes Dylan Drake off of his feet, and Timothy Thatcher applies another.
Kirsch with a cover. Reynolds now over position. And all 4 men are still in this thing. We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back.
We're back, wrestling fans, as AJ Kirsch and Jeckles the Jester square off in the ring and just continue to beat the crap out of each other, JJ.
Forearm shots back and forth. AJ Kirsch able to get a little bit of the better, and now a drop kick to the kneeling Jeckles. Kirsch with a cover.
Kick out by Jeckles the Jester. This guy has got a deep reserve, and he is one of the guys in All Pro Wrestling that really likes to be hurt as much as he likes to dish out the pain.
Yeah, don't forget, he is an APW graduate, and he's able to dig down deep in the reserve tank. And he's pulled out
Dylan looks like he's going for a pin here. Sorry to interrupt you, JJ.
No, not at all.
Well, AJ has got Jeckles tied up in the corner, just laying into him with those big right hands. Now Dylan laying into Tim with the big right hands. Oh, nasty looking forearm by AJ Kirsch. Takes Jeckles off of his feet. Jeckles fighting to maintain that vertical base.
Follows it up with a forearm and an Irish whip. Oh, standing drop kick. Beautifully done by AJ Kirsch. You've got to admit that as far as this being the main event, these guys are brawling as opposed to wrestling thus far.
1, 2, and... Oh, man, Toby just happened to be in 2 places at once. I'm almost thinking that the All Pro Wrestling Championship Committee might have been wise to assign 2 referees to this match.
And an elbow right across the throat of Jeckles by AJ Kirsch, and Reynolds again in position, gets a 2 count. And I'd have to agree with you on the 2 referee thing. I mean, this is just a lot of action, and Reynolds I don't know if he's able to cover everything that's going on right now.
He's doing his best. Sometimes I think he might be on the take because Matthew Thiel really seems to like him. So yeah, that makes me question his abilities right there. But, oh, man.
Jeckles drops the elbow right now, and a second one. He's just following it up. Jeckles just all over the place right now.
Timothy Thatcher trying to fight out of that side headlock. It looks like he's gotten out of it, but man, Dylan was holding on for dear life. 2 count.
And look at that, Dylan Drake being folded up right now.
When the Godfather says that Tim Thatcher is the best technical wrestler in All Pro Wrestling, that right there is a perfect example of why. 2 count only. Referee Toby and Tim Thatcher right back on top of Dylan Drake, trying to stretch him out until he says, I quit.
I could only imagine the fight that is going on inside of Dylan Drake. Dylan, again, the golden boy, probably the fan
going for that beta breaker.
Here we go.
Going for it. It looks like he's got it. He's got him set. If he can turn him over, this could be it.
It'll be all over. Oh, he's not able to hook it over all the way.
Tim Thatcher still has too much gas left in the tank to get caught in that beta breaker right now.
And Thatcher having the presence of mind to go right into the ropes.
Yeah, absolutely. The ring awareness is key there, and Dylan Drake just had him too close to the ropes on that one.
On the opposite side of the spectrum, we've got Jeckles with shoulder tackles, and now nobody home. AJ Kirsch with a sunset flip, and Toby not in position.
1, 2, and if he had been there, I think that AJ might have been able to eliminate Jeckles.
Absolutely. And that again goes back to the fact that there's just too much action going on for Reynolds to do his job.
Dylan Drake going to work on the leg now, trying to soften. What did you count? Oh, man. Watching Dylan and Tim go at it, and I'm missing Jeckles and AJ, and this is just so much going on here.
This thing is like a Pier Sixer. It's truly become a fight because all four of these men want so desperately to walk away with the top prize in all of All Pro Wrestling.
Jeckles with an interesting submission hold, and Dylan once again trying to get that beta breaker, but Tim Thatcher blocking it is to the best of his ability.
You've got to give it to him that he's going right back to that finisher.
Oh, look,
wait a second!
Thatcher stretch! 1, 2, oh! AJ Kirsch able to kick out. Toby right there to check on Dylan Drake. Dylan is in the center of the ring with nowhere to go.
He's got an imperfect position. He is too far away from the ropes for anything to be able to happen there. Wait,
he rolls it up. 1, 2.
Oh my goodness! I thought for sure that he was going to eliminate Thatcher right there.
Thatcher with a vicious European uppercut.
And look at that, he's shaking off the effects of that right now. Tim Thatcher, and on the other side, AJ Kirsch with those forearms repeatedly to Jeckles, and Jeckles is on rubber legs right now.
Big splash into the corner by AJ Kirsch. Follows up with a big bulldog. Rolls Jeckles over. 1, 2.
And on the other side, look at that bridge with that submission right now. He's got that arm folded up on Dylan Drake.
For a second, I thought he had him in the cattle mutilation, but obviously that's incorrect. That's just an interesting version of the armbar right there, stretching Dylan Drake's shoulder, elbow, and wrist out to the max.
And the damage could have been done right there. I mean, you saw the pain etched in the face of Dylan Drake, and I think that he might have just lost his usefulness in this match after that.
All kinds of interesting submissions here today, JJ.
Spoke too soon as a backbreaker from Drake. Again, it goes right back to somebody being an APW graduate and being able to pull down deep and wanting that victory so badly.
Just like the Andersons and the Briscoes of old, knowing how to target a body part and wear their opponent down and set up for that big finish. Big power bomb by Dylan Drake. 1, 2, and
able to get that left shoulder up just a half a count away from him being eliminated and not being able to reach that dream of becoming the champion.
I don't know where AJ Kirsch is getting it, but man, he's a lucky, lucky man to have been able to kick out of that powerbomb pin by Dylan Drake.
And now Drake with the high-risk maneuver going to the outside. Maybe not the smartest move at this juncture, but hopefully it'll pay off. Drake, oh no! He went to kick him, and there was just a huge collision in the center of the ring.
He was going for that big cross body, but it looks like AJ Kirsch got his knees up in midair and caught him too.
And that'll take the wind right out of you. Get caught in the breadbasket like that and just crush your diaphragm. It's going to be hard for him to get the win now.
Jeckles stalking AJ Kirsch like a beast.
He's just like a shark in that ring to chum. Anytime he sees weakness, and he's all over it.
Now Dylan Drake still in trouble. Jeckles throws him out of the ring. And Tim Thatcher comes in. Oh,
goes for the European uppercut, and Jeckles from behind.
Full Nelson slam by Jeckles. Throws Tim Thatcher to the mat.
And Thatcher crumpled. Oh, and waited a forearm from AJ Kirsch. Kirsch just going to town. And a duck under a clothesline. Jeckles takes him up and plants him right on top of Thatcher.
Pancakes AJ Kirsch right on top of Timothy Thatcher.
Dylan Drake with a gut-wrench suplex. And Drake now going to go for the beta blocker. Here we go. Is this what it's going to take to eliminate Jeckles?
Dylan Drake setting up that beta breaker. He's got him turned over and set in, cinched in tight. It looks like there's no place for Jeckles to go here. Referee Toby in position.
He taps out. He's eliminated.
Jeckles has been eliminated.
A stunner right now from AJ Kirsch. Kirsch drags him to position, goes for the cover. 2. Oh,
Dylan Drake
so close.
has been eliminated.
No, Dylan Drake was eliminated.
Oh, man, I could have sworn he got his shoulder up, but Drake eliminated.
We've got to go to commercial, fans. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss any more of this big match.
5,
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396 or visit us at www.allprowrestling.net.
We are back here with our main event wrestling fans. The final two are left in the ring. AJ Kirsch and Timothy Thatcher set to square off here for the Universal Heavyweight title. Only one man is going to walk away with the gold today. Which one will it be, JJ?
You know, it's hard to say. I don't want to put any money on either of them. It could go either way, but you hear the fans are evenly split. Some are chanting for AJ, some for Timothy right now.
Absolutely, and both of these guys have known the ire of the fans just as well as the cheers, so it'll be interesting to see who is able to get all of the fans behind them and get that extra bit of support that they need to win the match and the Universal Heavyweight Championship here today.
And now it's down to two, and we here at All Pro Wrestling would be happy and proud to have either one of these two men represent us as the Universal Heavyweight Champion.
They're feeling each other out.
Goes for the stunner, and Timothy Thatcher, knowing that that's not a position he wants to be in right now.
Has that move well scouted. Of course, Tim Thatcher spent some time training with William Regal, who taught both Diamond Dallas Page and Stone Cold Steve Austin how to do that stunner that was created, of course, by Johnny Ace.
Absolutely, and of course, AJ Kirsch learning to perfect that maneuver by having all of that experience on Tough Enough with Stone Cold. So he learned from the master, really.
Absolutely. Looks like AJ Kirsch going for the chicken wing there, rolls him up.
Oh, and able to hold on, and he's got him locked. The legs are locked. It's over. Tim Thatcher, he's in the perfect position for this.
That chicken wing type maneuver tied him up. Oh. But Tim Thatcher able to go for the full mount. Oh, going for the code red here. AJ able to block it, able to lock those hands and keep Tim Thatcher from wrenching back on the elbow and the shoulder there.
He held him down for a cradle and got himself a 2 count again, just trying to get that pinfall. Even though his arm was tied up, he was still trying to get that victory.
AJ Kirsch stalking Tim Thatcher while he's on the mat, but allows Tim Thatcher to get to a vertical base. I got to say, that is a mistake.
And now tumbling on the ground are these two men as they're jockeying for position, and he's again trying to wrench that hand down into that armbar. And look at AJ Kirsch is just fighting away at Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, rolls him up 1, 2. Beautiful bridge by AJ Kirsch. That was impressive, JJ.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to take something like that for you to be able to beat a man like Timothy Thatcher. Kirsch is pulling out all the stops right now as they are just really, look at that.
Thatcher just wearing down the shoulders and the upper body joints on AJ Kirsch, setting him up to lock on that Thatcher stretch. AJ Kirsch has got to watch out because Thatcher can throw that thing on at a moment's notice.
AJ Kirsch trying to use his body to work towards the ropes right now, and it wasn't able to save him from that 2 count. Big European uppercut. Look at the force of that. I think I saw a tooth come out of AJ Kirsch's mouth.
AJ Kirsch reeling from that European. Oh, nasty headbutt by Timothy Thatcher. Rocked his own world there a little bit.
This guy is a hooligan. You know, a lot of people know him as an amazing technical wrestler, but he can fight. This man can truly fight.
Oh, reversal by AJ Kirsch.
Northern Light suplex and a nice bridge. 2.
So close.
Yet so far away, Shane. It's going to take more to keep Timothy Thatcher down.
Timothy Thatcher held that Universal Heavyweight Championship for such a brief period of time. He's got a thirst and desire to hold that almost as great as the thirst that AJ Kirsch has. Now they're just laying into each other with these vicious forearms.
Goes for the European uppercut, and now AJ Kirsch trying to backslide. Reversal by Timothy Thatcher. Oh, and a big forearm.
Knocked him into next Saturday.
Another duck under a clothesline. Oh, and both men colliding in the center of the ring.
Both men down and out on the mat. Well, I think whoever gets to their feet first is going to get an advantage here in this match.
These men have been battling a war. It's truly been a war to determine a new APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, but that's what it takes. It takes leaving everything in that ring to try to claim the most important championship in the business today.
Let's see what happens here as both men try to lock up on the ground. Nasty forearm by AJ Kirsch.
Was AJ Kirsch just a little bit faster than Timothy Thatcher on that exchange?
You're absolutely right, JJ, but it looks like both men not willing to give up, not willing to give an inch, not willing to give up that grasp that they have on the Universal Heavyweight Championship here today.
And look at both of these men just having trouble, can't even get to their feet as they're still brawling and scratching and fighting their way up. A nice European uppercut and a forearm by Kirsch.
Another European uppercut by Timothy Thatcher, taking AJ Kirsch's head for a ride, follows up just exchanging forearms and uppercuts here. Timothy Thatcher gaining a head of steam as AJ Kirsch doesn't know where he's at anymore. Oh!
Kirsch again going for a backslide. This thing is like a crazy tennis match. It's been so much back and forth. Oh, and it goes for the stunner.
Oh, European uppercut right to the back. Oh, super kick!
And he caught him right on the chin. He caught him right on the chin, and that could have been the difference maker. Can AJ Kirsch capitalize right now and claim the Universal Heavyweight title?
AJ Kirsch has got to get on top of his man right here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to take advantage and get the pinfall. AJ Kirsch looks to have gone to the top rope. He might be going for that elbow drop, looking to finish Timothy Thatcher here off from the high rent district. Oh, he hits it.
Perfect.
This could be it. Tim Thatcher trying to desperately roll away. AJ Kirsch not enough strength to hold him down and get the pin.
He's taking entirely too long. And now going for the cover. Hook of the leg.
2 in.
Oh, the foot in the rope, the only thing that saved Timothy Thatcher from being in this match.
The ring awareness of Tim Thatcher is second to none, and it saved his chances at the Universal Heavyweight Championship right there.
Absolutely. And AJ Kirsch, you can see the desperation in his face.
Yeah,
and the strap coming off. I mean,
the frustration is starting to show.
What do you have to do to beat Timothy Thatcher? This guy is a beast.
Absolutely, I have to agree.
He's waiting for it. Big stunner. No, Thatcher fighting off. He's got him in a reverse chin lock right now. Oh, it drops him.
Takes him over and into the Thatcher stretch. This is amazing, JJ. He threw from that reverse chin lock into the Thatcher stretch. AJ Kirsch in the middle of the ring with nowhere to go, no way to fight to the ropes. His tank is on empty. I don't think he can fight out of this one.
Kirsch trying desperately to scratch and claw his way to the ring, but Thatcher holding on.
Thatcher able to turn him away from the ropes he was fighting towards. And AJ Kirsch looks to be fighting.
He's so close. AJ Kirsch, and he taps out. We have a new Universal Heavyweight Champion.
And the winner by submission in 20 minutes and 56 seconds. And the new APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
The once and future king of all pro wrestling, the Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher, now has a target the size of Montana on his back, JJ.
Absolutely, Shane. I must say that in all of my years in professional wrestling, I don't think I've ever seen as much heart as AJ Kirsch put into this match tonight. And came up just a little bit close, but it's not the end of the road for him. He's going to have a bright future here at All Pro Wrestling. But tonight, that man, Timothy Thatcher, was the better man. He beat out 3 of them to become the new Universal Heavyweight Champion, Shane.
Absolutely. He's climbed that mountain more than once now, and clearly this victory has got to be all that more special by defeating 3 of the top stars and top legends here in All Pro Wrestling. AJ Kirsch in to congratulate Timothy Thatcher.
Absolutely. Look at that respect between these two men. And
absolutely an amazing match, JJ.
You got to give it up for all 4 of the men that participated in this match. I mean, what an amazing main event. I am so happy to be a part of All Pro Wrestling. What an amazing opportunity to watch this amazing main event. Shane, thank you.
What a fantastic first show to be a part of, JJ. It was an honor to have you here, I have to say. And now, Timothy Thatcher inspecting his newly won, I should say, Universal Heavyweight Championship. Hopefully this reign will be not as fraught with injury, and he'll have a nice, long, healthy range here in All Pro Wrestling. It's just absolutely amazing that Timothy Thatcher has come back and won once again the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Now celebrating and thanking the crowd for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another fantastic episode of Gym Wars. JJ, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you, Shane Stoli, and it's been my pleasure to be a part of All Pro Wrestling. We'll see you next time on Gym Wars.